I know you guys are very excited about this video because I am too. I have been talking non-stop about how I was away in America for 6.5 weeks. Obviously, I did some shopping while I was there, specifically makeup shopping. So I want to share with you everything that I purchased while I was over there. It is in this basket and it is overflowing. We got some sneak peeks, some spoilers here for you. If you have watched any international influencers in the past, you probably can see or identify some products and brands. But before we get into the video, if you're new around here and you love watching beauty content, you love watching Project Pans, then make sure you subscribe down below. And without further ado, let's jump on in to the video. So I know you guys have been waiting for this video. You've been desperate to know what products I picked up while I was in America. I tried to be somewhat controlled. I tried to take into consideration my low buys, my no buys, my spending rules, but I will say I definitely broke some of them. I think that it's okay though. I think it's okay because I was in another country. I had access to a lot of brands that I don't have access to in Australia, or I was able to swatch brands in store that I can only get by post in Australia. I purchased a lot of makeup. I purchased some hair care. I purchased some skincare. While I was in America, I kind of had this like brainwave. I was like, you know what? I want to get my curly hair back. I'm going to buy some curly hair brands that we don't have in Australia, like curly hair brand products that are highly recommended by the curly hair community that I can't really get in Australia or don't have access to in Australia. First up, I purchased this little set from Not Your Mother's, and it contains the Curl Talk Defining Cream, the Curl Talk Mousse, and the Curl Talk Frizz Control Sculpting Gel. I don't know whether this is necessarily best for my curl type, but I thought that I would give it a try. I'm probably like most interested in like the defrizz side of this stuff, so I picked this set up. And then I went looking at the brand DevaCurl. From DevaCurl, I purchased this little set that came with the No Poo Original. So this is a zero lather cleanser for rich moisture. I've just noticed that I think like my problem is my hair's like dry, that's why it's frizzy, but I'm trying to find products that don't weigh it down. So I thought maybe the curl products might help me. I'll keep you posted. The One Condition Original, this is the Rich Cream Conditioner. This might be too heavy for my hair. This was the stuff that I think is maybe not best for my curl type because my hair's not super curly. It's more like wave curls. It's like kinky. But I'm trying to get it to like more defined curls. The DevaCurl Light Defining Gel and the DevaCurl Styling Cream. I have no idea how my curl journey is going to go. I probably won't commit to it at this stage, but I've got those products to play with and test out and see if they are for me. I also picked up the DevaCurl Devafresh Scalp and Hair Revitalizer. This one as well, it says for dry, medium to coarse curls. I don't really have medium to coarse curls, but I liked the idea of having like this to extend the style. I find that my curls, when I do like curl my hair, it doesn't stay in for long. So I thought maybe that might help extend the curl. I also picked up this one because I remember back in the day, everyone used to rave about this product. So I just got a little bottle of the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. Everyone used to like sing its praises. So I was like, why not? I'll grab it while I'm here. Those all basically were from Ulta as well. I don't know whether you guys are interested. I went to Ulta. I spent a lot of money at Ulta. I obviously went to Sephora America. Oh my gosh. And I went to Glossier I think that's it. I also looked in like Walmart and Target and all of that, but I didn't purchase any makeup from those places. I think the only places I purchased makeup from was Glossier, Glossier, Sephora, and Ulta. I had a look at the like drugstore makeup, and there wasn't really anything that one interested me, or two was stuff that I like couldn't get my hands on in Australia. So I decided to give it a miss. I also picked up a little hand cream just because it smelled really great. This is the Hemp's Citrus Blossom hand cream. It smells amazing. Actually, I think by the time I purchased this, I was getting close to finishing my bum cream. So I picked it up as a, just in case I ran out of moisturizer, but it smells amazing. I grabbed the Drunk Elephant TLC Sakari Baby Facial. Picked this one up because you can't get baby facial in Australia. There's something about it that I think it might be the fact that it's 25% AHA. So I picked it up because you can't get it in Australia. So I thought, let's buy skincare that you can't get in Australia, probably for good reasons, but it is what it is. I have it in my hot little hands now. I grabbed the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. I think I ended up getting this one from Sephora because the Glossier that I went to didn't have this in stock at the time. But again, another product that all of like the beauty tubers used to mention back in the day. It was like a cult product, but I've never been able to try because Glossier doesn't recognize most of the world because they don't ship to most of the world. See what all of the like 2015 hype is about. Then I grabbed this one from Colourpop. I know Colourpop you can get shipped to Australia and it normally is like quite inexpensive, but the good thing was that I could swatch these in store. So I wasn't buying blind online, which is why I decided to pick this one up. This one, I've heard great things from a lot of people. This is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I picked up the color Fair 4N. I'm very excited to give this one a try because I've heard really good things about this range from a lot of people. I'm hoping that, I've heard that it's like decent coverage, so I am interested to see what it's like. I'm excited to see what it's like. I think I'm going to, I want to crack into everything, but at the same time, I don't want to like, yeah, I don't want to, I don't know. I haven't really decided. I have cracked into a few things, but not everything. I also picked up some products from Juvias Place because again, they were in store in Ulta and I was able to swatch them. So I picked up the Iron Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. Look at me buying all of the Radiant products. I am obsessed with like Radiant foundations at the moment. So I'm trying to like find a nice one that, has good longevity. I think longevity is my main issue at the moment. So I'm going to give this one a try now that I see this like in the bottle. In the store it looked semi alright, but this looks very pale. I think the next one up from memory was like quite orange for my skin tone. I think that's why I went with this one. I had a bit of trouble matching with Juvias Place. I can't remember whether it was the fact that all of the like bottles were mixed up in order or whether it was that I found every time I went like a shade darker, it would be too orange for my liking. I also grabbed the Iron Magic Concealer. I've heard that this is like reasonably high coverage, which I don't know whether I'm gonna love that. I picked up the color 20. This is a huge, this is 10 mils. This is gonna last me, this is gonna take ages to get through. Why didn't I look at that? So yes, this is a Magic Concealer in 20. I don't know, that doesn't look too bad. So I will keep you posted on that. Oh my gosh, that's a huge tube. I also grabbed the Farmacy Strawberry Shortcake Clean. This is the Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. Kat and Haley always rave about this cleansing balm. I've never bothered to pick it up and try it. This was sitting right in front of me in Sephora and I was like, strawberry shortcake, that sounds amazing. And I know it's a cleansing balm that people adore. So I might as well give it a try. So still yet to try this, but I've heard amazing things about the Farmacy cleansing balms. I also picked up 2 products from Haus Labs, and these have become kind of recent obsessions that I am very much enjoying. I have worn these probably like 5 to 6 times since I purchased them, and I really enjoy them. I feel like these look really great on my skin. So I did get the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation in Fair Cool and the Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I might maybe do like a wear test on these. Would you guys be interested in a wear test given that I have the foundation and powder? I'm happy that I picked those ones up. I didn't get anything else from Haus Labs because I just wasn't really interested in buying like eyeshadows or anything like that. You guys will probably see like a theme here. I kind of leaned heavily into the foundations and like concealers, powders, because I know that I can get through them like within a reasonable amount of time. Whereas I didn't want to go out of my way and just purchase a ridiculous amount of eyeshadow palettes because I know that I've got like a bazillion here and they take forever to get through. They take forever to hit pan on. So I was focusing on categories that I know I can keep under control a lot easier than other categories. Also from Juvias place, I did also pick up the matching powder. I grabbed the Iron Magic Powder Foundation. I picked up the color Valencia, which is very light too. Maybe I might be able to do, would you guys be interested in a Haus Labs wear test and a Juvias place wear test? I can show you like how it looks on my skin and how it wears on oily skin, all like that jazz. And this is what the powder looks like. The powder from Juvias place is a pressed powder. The powder from Haus Labs is a loose powder. I got like one of each because it's always nice to have a different types in your collection. Sometimes I go through like weird phases with loose powder. Like I absolutely like hate on loose powders. So it's always nice to have a pressed powder in my collection when I'm going through one of those angry stages. Let's go through the last few things and then we'll finish with the Glossier stuff. I grabbed one of the Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly lip glosses. Everyone raves about these, so I decided to pick one up. I was tempted to get a few of the cream products from Tower 28 because I know they have great reviews, but what stopped me was the fact that I know that I'm really struggling to get through and make any kind of progress on the cream products in my collection that I already have, and they take ages to get through, so I opted to just go with just the one little lip gloss. I feel like this is a little bit more manageable. If the formula and texture is anything like my Kosas wet lip oils, I will probably not have any trouble getting through this. I also picked up a lip product from Lawless. This is the Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. I've heard people rave about these lip glosses. So again, I grabbed just this one from Lawless because I had a look at the eyeshadow palettes and I had a look at the liners and all of that, and I just decided that I'll just settle for just the one single gloss and call it a day. Be reasonable. From my purchase, I made enough points to get a point perk, and I thought I pointed at something else from one size, but it's the mascara that I ended up. I was like, oh, I'll have the one size product, thinking it was something else. And then the girl was like, oh, the mascara, I'll grab that for you. And yeah, it's not a bad thing to have mascara samples. It's just not exciting at all. All of the stuff in this bag here is from Glossier, the Glossier store. I went to the one in Boston. They were really nice there. I was like, what's your favorite products? And they gave me a list of products and I was like, yeah, that doesn't interest me. I'll just continue looking by myself. Weird store layout, but I mean, it was nice to actually see stuff from Glossier, given that it's been kind of like talked about for many, many years, and international customers have never really been able to see it. So it was nice. I got the Glossier Boy Brow because it's like one of their, I basically got one of everything of their like cult products that everyone used to rave about back in the day. So Boy Brow, everyone used to rave about this, so I picked that one up. I also picked up the Wowder. Boy Brow, I just got in clear transparent. I grabbed the Wowder. This is in G11 to G12. This is a loose powder. I don't think Glossier don't have a pressed powder, just the loose powder. So that's what that one is. One of the Glossier Balm Dotcoms. This is just like their lip balm. I opted for the birthday cake one. Like I need another bloody lip balm, but again, cult product. I decided to grab the Glossier Lash Slick. The girl in the store said this was just like basically like a basic mascara. She said that it's nice for everyday wear, but it's not like blow your mind away kind of mascara. So I decided to pick this one up in brown because I've never really tried a brown mascara before. The Brow Flick. I grabbed this one because it is one of those basically microfine, almost eyeliner-esque brow detailing pens. It's like a felt pen. Picked that one up in brown. I've been wanting a product like this for a while now. So when I saw this on the display, I was like, there it is. Yeah. I almost purchased the one from Urban Decay, but I think that one is like a 3-pronged one, whereas I just wanted one that was basically like an eyeliner. So got to get that product. I also picked up the Glossier Pro Tip, which is their brush tip eyeliner pen. Got this one in black because you guys know I like testing out black eyeliners. So whenever I find one that has a super fine brush tip, I'm probably going to put it to the test. And last but not least, I decided to grab the Glossier Stretch Concealer G12 in G12. Why did I get this? Because beauty YouTube. I think basically everything here, especially the Glossier stuff, is heavily influenced by beauty YouTube. So I got this one. Beauty YouTube used to rave about this concealer back in the day. So I will give it a try and see. I did look at their like skin tint and I was like, this is like a scam. Like it was basically like nothing. It was basically like a really fluidy moisturizer because it didn't provide any color on the skin. So I was like, Glossier, I'm not falling for your scam. I am not gonna buy the skin tint. I was like, this is pointless. Why would you even put this on your skin? If you do, you boo. But I like light coverage at the moment, but not that light coverage, especially when I'm paying like 40 or 50 US dollars for something that gives me barely their coverage. No thank you. And then the bags. I don't know whether they give you these for every order. I'm not mad at it, but at the same time, I'm like, now what do I do with this? Like, I might keep it just in case, but I don't know realistically whether I'll ever use this for travel or anything. So surely they don't put shit in these bags all the time. That's such a waste if they do. Such a waste. So that's everything that I purchased in America. It was a lot. I tried to like control myself as well. I feel like I spent a lot and I purchased a lot, but I also was able to maintain some form of control because I definitely could have gone a lot more ham. I definitely could have like purchased lots of eyeshadow palettes. I was, before I left, thinking that maybe I could make some indie brand orders and then like ship it to a friend or something like that and pick it up. I decided not to do that just because of time and money and all of that. So there definitely was a lot more stuff that I could have purchased, but I kept it somewhat under control. So if you have tried any of these products, or you want to see me do a review on any of these products specifically, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below so you can keep up to date on all my future content. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.